Welcome to Token of Persuasion. This is the last video in the installment for the Spirits versus Base game. Um, we have Finder of Paths Unseen, a quite overwhelming spirit when you just pick it up and look at it. The growth track looks difficult. There's 4 growth options. The isolate, if you don't understand that mechanic, that's overwhelming to have as an innate power. And then, of course, if you look at the back, that's just terrifying. Unless you really love control, in which case this is exciting. But anyway, Finder is one of my favorite spirits, not in solo play, but when I'm playing with a group of individuals, it's fun to kind of have someone be a spirit who brings everything together. And the Finder of Paths Unseen really forces cooperativity between players in a way that not a lot of spirits do, because you can kind of just handle your own things. And Finder has a really hard problem handling certain types of problems, right? The specifically problems solved by offense or fear. So anyway, very fun spirit to play though, and we're going to go into kind of how Finder playstyle can work. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and jump into that. You do start with a presence and land number 3, and on the island anywhere, and land number 1. I really like board D for Finder just because of this adjacency right here on the coast, and then with that wetlands, and then with this wetlands, it's only adjacent to 2 lands. So it's kind of nice to be able to push things to a land that have less lands adjacent. But let's go ahead and just get started. When I'm going through the Finder growth track, there's a few options that kind of stand out to me. When I'm playing multiplayer, a lot of the times I'll go for this bottom track, go for 3 card plays, picking up power cards as I go. But that's not nearly as viable in single player, because what ends up happening is you don't have enough energy to play power cards that you're picking up. And especially since you're going to at some point have to pick up a major power to clear out your problem land, going for this energy in the middle and then ending up at a card play right here is a lot more doable, I guess you could say. Also, you end up with this sun right there. So this is the path I'm going to take, and then depending on where I'm at this point, I might go for more energy. I might go for this more energy with water to get more isolates out. I might go for more card plays. I don't typically pick the more range, but sometimes it's helpful. And then, of course, moving buildings is all helpful. And so once you get to that point in the track, you have a lot of options as to what you can do, right? You can also take the earth for more isolates. So anyway, let's go ahead and just jump in and get started. I always do a pretty similar start when I'm doing Finder. I do growth option 3 to gain a power card. Just kind of see what options I have. So I don't know if there's necessarily a really right way. This does have 2 isolate thresholds for it. I'm going to take Sucking Ooze, and I hope I don't regret that. But with that, we're going to go ahead and add a presence at range 2, and we forgot to explore. And we're going to the sands. That is exactly actually what I like to see. So with this, what I'm going to do is I'm trying to decide if I should push things into this sands. I don't have any defense. I could do this card right here, destroy 2 Fury to Han. But I think what I'm going to do actually, I only have 1 power card play to the same terrain. I get everything into that sands. This is difficult. 2 Fear Isolate. Maybe I just do Sucking Ooze because I'm not hitting a threshold anyway. Yeah, I think this is the play, actually. So we're going to go ahead and gain energy, which is 0, and pay energy, which is also 0. Play Sucking Ooze. We're going to do 2 fear and isolate this land, and hopefully with that I'll be able to prevent an explorer in this mountains, if they explore mountains. If it's jungles or wetlands, I'm toast. Yeah, I'm hoping for mountains. So that's fast, and let's check out the explorer. Mountains. Praise. Okay, so that changes the game. We do build first, but I just got excited, so I threw down that explorer, and I checked the explorer first before building, but a little backwards there. I apologize. Okay, but that is huge, so time passes like that. Okay, so we do have a bit of an issue here. I'll probably push these buildings down here. So I'm getting a moon and an energy. And where do I want to be? I think I want to be with this mountain here. And yeah, there we go. So sun, moon, and from here on out until I get to multiple power card plays, I'm gonna choose this growth option, because it just, what it does essentially is it lets me have this growth option without getting to it yet. I do lose out on a power card. I do lose out on a certain amount of energy. Sorry, I should have gained it that way. But that's the price I'm willing to pay. So let's see what we have here. Destroy 2 fewer. So this is too expensive. Slow. Everything's slow. I should be able to get the threshold so long as I play, I think, this card. But I want sun. So this card and this card. Will I get? I will only be able to push 1 invader. What am I missing? Moon. Moon, wind, water. Oh, this would have gotten me an isolate. It would. But I need the moon, wind. Do I take 2 blights is the thing. Because essentially, well, I think I take 2 blights. Okay. This is what I'm going to do. 3, 2, 1 pay, and I'm actually going to take the lost presence here up in this land. And then I'm going to take the blight here, and hopefully I'm focusing on the slow, and so it won't it will be better for future turns. So I'm going to push this city and fast to the wetlands there. That's with my innate power. And then I'm going to isolate this land right here. Well, it won't make a difference. I should isolate either the jungles or the wetlands. Let's go ahead and isolate this jungle here. And I have a 50-50 chance that'll prevent that explorer. So I'm counting on that RNG right here. So we're going into the first event right here with this. Okay. 4 energy aided by sun to do fear, and cities do extra damage. Otherwise, this is going to come back, and we're replacing Dahan with towns. I do not want to replace Dahan with towns. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and discard a sun card. That one right here, to get that other 2 energy, because I do have 2 sun already. And then I do get 2 fear, which will be a fear card. I get to add a disease to a land with cities. I guess this land is as good as any. And then cities do +3 damage, which won't matter. Each beast destroys an explorer, and we do get to discard it. And now we have our first fear card. During the next normal build, skip the lowest numbered land. Oh snap, that is huge. That's huge because they don't build in the mountains. Okay, because they don't have anyone there. Okay, so they ravage. And once again, we said this was going to be a little bit brutal. We do get a blight here. And a Dahan dies, but Dahan does fight back, doing a fear. And we are actually in a pretty decent position right here. so long as they explore the jungles. Oh my word. Okay, okay, okay. They skipped build in the mountain and they're going to the jungles right here. But this mountain is clear of itself. So now I can literally just focus on getting these lands into this wetland. Okay. That is huge. Slows. 2 invaders, that is coastal. So we're going to push these 2 invaders out of the jungles. That is so big. And then 2 invaders that have the same terrain. I'll go ahead and push this explorer over here for the moment. Yeah, I'm able to do both of those. And 2 invaders. Or Dahan. So I'll go ahead and grab this Dahan here too. Start moving Dahan to this centralized location. This game is going incredibly well for me. I cannot believe it. Okay, now time passes. Now you may be thinking, oh, but he blighted twice. And yes, I did blight twice, but guess what? We are now in go time. So I am going to go ahead and get this wind because I need to get to another power card play as soon as I can without doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and grow to this sands here and push everything to that, and then I'm going to move this presence here. So now this land will take care of itself, and I'm in every coastal land. And let's see what we got. I'm not going to be able to isolate, which is a little bit unfortunate, so we will get explorers in these lands. So I'm hoping for another Sands Mountain Explorer. Sands would be amazing, but I feel like I just need to accept that luck is not with me right now. Or, well, I'm gaining an energy. I'm gaining a single energy, so I won't be able to play this card, so I have to play these 2. Okay, it's a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, 3, 2, 1, pay. And we've got, this is a slow power and this is a fast power. I'm going to go ahead and first do this, push half route down, which is going to push this explorer into this wetlands. And then I will be able to do that at the end. And then I push this, I will bring that town with my presence. Okay, so now we are officially at 1 land that has buildings, and it is not isolated, but we will prevent and explore so long as they don't go to the wetlands. Okay, and let's check out the event. Okay, push to Dahan, add a town to a land without towns. I do not want to do that. Or we remove the bottommost stage 2 and stage 3. But we skip 1 ravage. That matches a ravage card. I'm okay with ravaging immediately in the mountains. And they're about to build in the jungles. Okay. Okay. Maybe we do that. We go ahead and push these 2 Dahan to this land. We add a town to a land without towns. And they immediately ravage in the mountains, which is fine. Now, each beast destroys a damaged invader. No damaged invaders. Ravage in the mountains, build in the jungles, and explore in the sands. That's amazing. Okay, they don't build in the jungles, they do explore in the sands. And then, now we have our slow. And this, I'm able to push half round up. I'll push that town right over there. I also can do the same with Dahan, so I'm going to push 2 Dahan into this land. And there we go. Once again, time passes. So now I am in a predicament. I'm trying to decide. I'm going to grow here, and I think I want to gain a minor power, but it will only work. I need a moon that's a 0 cost. A 0 cost. Darn. Okay, you know what? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. This is not nearly worth it. This is not... I guess this is the card I'll forget. Let's go ahead and do this. I do gain energy and pay. I'm only able to push one invader, so I'll push this explorer here. No isolates, which is a little bit unfortunate. I can target myself. Target spirit gains 1 energy. And then I don't have 2 sacred sites, so that doesn't do anything. Next, we've got this right here. For each Dahan, you may move an invader or Dahan. So this to land with Dahan as well. So everything is moved out. And next turn is major power turn. So let's go ahead and check out this event. During the next normal ravage, each town does +1 damage. Doesn't matter. On each, okay, so that's blighted. We don't have to do that. Each beast destroys an explorer. Thank you. On each board, add a Dahan to a jungle or wetland with Dahan. I am all for getting Dahan into here, but I guess, yeah, we're just gonna get Dahan there. Okay, we need more Dahan there. And again, don't have a fear card. Ravage, no build, and we explore the coasts. Okay, now we are in crunch time. So, time passes, and I need to reclaim. I need to reclaim, and probably, I think it's major power time. I need to at least know what my options are. Okay, so this isn't going to work. Too far away. This removes. Oh no, this is 1 damage to each invader. 2 damage per Dahan and target land. I think this is the play. This is the play. It's cheap. Yeah. Okay. I'll be working on getting Dahan there now. And as promised, let's forget that energy card. And now we go time. So, I think the most important is that we play this card right here. We can move 2 invaders in slow. And then I am gaining 1 energy. I can also move that. If I do this, I'm missing a moon. But I can push one invader. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and 2 fear and isolate. And then maybe with these 2, and then this, yes, I'll be able to push everything there. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and get going. So, for each Dahan, you may move 1 invader to a land that has Dahan, basically. And we go ahead and push this guy here. And then, with my push, I'm going to push 1 more invader. And I kind of wanted to get more Dahan in there, but I might not. I'll probably have to do that in the fast phase. So that's this power, and then 2 fear. This land is isolated. Okay, I really like that that's in fast, actually. That makes it very convenient. And I do get to ignore range this turn. Yeah. Okay, check out the event. Explore actions add +1 explorer to lands without buildings. Okay. Okay, something to think about. They now and then on each board add a beast to land with buildings without blight. Let's go ahead and get another beast here. Buildings without blight. And then on each board gather 1 or 2 Dahan into lands without Dahan setup symbols. Are there Dahan setup symbols? There aren't. Okay. This is our moment. Let's go ahead and gather 2 Dahan into these lands. That was huge. Now time passes, and I need energy. I need energy to play this card, so I'm gonna have to go for this energy track. That's fine. Let's go ahead and oh, they ravage in the sands, build in the coast, and they skip a build, and then they explore in the wetlands. Okay, we are finally getting to a time where this is a little bit problematic, but here we are. So I am growing, and I want the energy, and with this I'll be able to pay for that. And let's go ahead and add a presence here and move this presence here. That way I have a place to double blight into in the event that that becomes an issue, which it likely will. Let's go ahead and gain energy. We need to play this, and so now we got 1 more power card. If I could get... This will allow me to push 1 invader or 1 Dahan. Okay, I can push this last Dahan in there if I do that. Yep, that's the play. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now push 1 invader Dahan or beast or whatever into the land. That's that. I'm sorry, this, my innate power. And then here we have 2 damage per Dahan in target land. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Dahan. So that's 2 times 6, which is 12. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops, 7, 8, excuse me. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So, and then that's 4, 6 fear. 6 fear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Game. I do have to destroy presence, but that is game. Okay. Let me quickly destroy presence so that we can get the final state of the board. I do have to destroy 2 presence because I didn't have an energy to pay for the other one. But that is how you play Finder. You get everything in 1 land, you pray for a major power that you can work with that'll just do enough damage to destroy everything all at once, because having that presence cost is huge. If you're just constantly doing damage here, damage there, you're going to lose so fast because you don't have enough presence on the board. And your presence also with the adjacency stuff from your special rules makes a big deal in like being able to control the board state. So definitely got lucky there with some of those early explorers, but we were able to clean up pretty efficiently by the end game there and barely make it into Terror level 2, which makes it no buildings and you win. Had they ravaged, I think they still would have lost because that's 4 damage and the Dahan would have fought back. So we would have had 1 more blight, would have gone blighted island. So the score would have been 3 less, but we would have won actually in the ravage as well because we had all those Dahan there. But didn't even come to that, didn't need to. So thanks for tuning in. I hope this made Finder a little bit more accessible of a spirit, understanding the fact that yes, it is complicated, yes, this growth track looks very intimidating, yes, the control is kind of out of this world, and really that's the thing that Finder does. You just control stuff. But hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to those who stuck it out to the end and watched the whole series. And see you next time with Spirit Synergies. Peace.